Sally here, and today I want to share an idea that can completely shift the way you attract women, especially as you get older. What makes this so powerful is that it has nothing to do with your bank account, your appearance, or any rehearsed pickup line you found online. It comes down to two simple words that reach much deeper than surface-level attraction. These words tap into emotional triggers most men do not even realize exist. I am going to tell you exactly what those words are and why they work. There is also a subtle detail in how you use them that makes all the difference. That small difference is what separates the men women quickly forget from the men who stay on their minds long after the conversation ends. Stay with me because understanding this can transform the way you communicate. Over the years, I have observed thousands of interactions between men and women. One pattern became very clear. The men who create the strongest attraction are not always the most handsome or the wealthiest. They are the ones who understand how to communicate emotions directly and confidently. While many men get stuck in polite but empty conversations, trying too hard to impress or avoiding any risk, the men who truly stand out take a different approach. They use two phrases that unlock something powerful in the female subconscious. The human brain naturally responds to certain patterns of speech. When used correctly, these two phrases create positive emotional anchoring. They connect a feeling to you. The first phrase is simple: I want. It may sound almost too basic, but notice what happens when a man says I want with clarity and certainty. He owns his desire. He is not fishing for approval. He is not hiding behind uncertainty. He is expressing direction. Here is something important about female psychology. Women are deeply attracted to men who know what they want. It signals leadership. It shows decisiveness. It tells her you are comfortable making choices instead of placing that burden on her. Think about the difference. If you say, maybe we could hang out sometime if you would like, what are you really communicating? Doubt, fear of rejection, lack of confidence. Now compare that with, I want to take you to dinner this Saturday. I know a great place. The energy shifts immediately. You are not pleading, you are guiding. You are creating a clear experience. This is not about being pushy or controlling. It is about being assertive. It is about standing firmly in your own desires and expressing them without apology. When you do this, you naturally create polarity. You step into a grounded, decisive role, which often awakens a complimentary response in her. Now here is where it becomes even more powerful. The second phrase is, I appreciate. This is where everything balances out. If you only speak from I want, you risk sounding self-focused, like the interaction revolves solely around your desires. But when you pair I want with I appreciate, you create harmony between strength and warmth. For example, I want to see you again because I appreciate how easy it is to talk with you. Or, I want to take you out Saturday. I appreciate how genuine you are. Now you are not only leading, you are valuing. Appreciation makes a woman feel seen. It acknowledges her presence, her qualities, her effort. When she feels recognized in a sincere way, emotional connection deepens. You are no longer just pursuing something, you are building something. The true power lies in the combination. I want shows direction and confidence. I appreciate shows emotional intelligence and gratitude. Together, they create attraction that feels both exciting and safe. Most men overcomplicate communication. They try to be overly clever or mysterious. But attraction often responds to clarity and authenticity. When you speak directly about what you desire and at the same time express genuine appreciation, you stand out in a way that feels rare. That is the small detail many overlook. It is not just the words. It is the balance between strength and acknowledgement. When you master that balance, you shift from being just another option to becoming someone she feels drawn to on a deeper level. And that is the kind of presence that lingers. When you combine initiative with emotional awareness, something powerful happens. You are not just a man who takes action. You are a man who feels deeply and expresses it with intention. Let me make this practical. Imagine you are speaking to a woman you genuinely like. Instead of simply saying, I want to see you again, you say, I want to see you again because I really appreciate the way you think. Talking with you feels different. It has depth. Notice the shift. You are not only stating desire, you are recognizing her mind, her perspective, her uniqueness. You are showing that you truly see her, and that is incredibly attractive. Most men stop at surface-level compliments. They focus on looks, outfits, physical beauty. But when you acknowledge her character, her intelligence, her energy, You stand out immediately. You are connecting with who she is, not just how she appears. Here is the key difference. When appreciation is real, it does not come from need. It comes from choice. You are not chasing validation. You are selecting her because you value something specific about her. Women feel that distinction instantly. It changes the entire emotional tone of the interaction. If this is resonating with you, take a second to like the video. That lets me know you are serious about improving and not just casually listening. Now let's talk about the mistake that can ruin everything. The mistake is saying the right words without alignment. Alignment means your body language, voice, and words all tell the same story. If you say, "I want to take you to dinner," but your posture is collapsed, your eyes are avoiding contact, and your voice sounds unsure, the message falls apart. Your body is communicating doubt while your words are trying to sound confident. And women are incredibly intuitive when it comes to this. They pick up on subtle mismatches immediately. It is like they have an internal radar for emotional inconsistency. So when you say, "I want," stand upright, hold eye contact, speak clearly and calmly. Let your presence support your words. When you say, "I appreciate," slow down. Let there be a slight pause. Allow your tone to soften so the sincerity comes through naturally. Depth is not rushed, it is felt. This level of presence is something I go deeper into inside Femora. It is not only about what to say, it is about how to regulate your energy so that every sentence carries emotional weight. Words are powerful, but only when they are backed by grounded presence. There is also another crucial element, timing. You are not going to repeat "I want" and "I appreciate" in every conversation like a script. That would feel robotic. These phrases are used intentionally in moments that matter. When you want to clarify your intentions, when you want to create a lasting impression. For example, at the end of a meaningful date, you look into her eyes and say, "I want to see you again. I really appreciate the energy you bring when we are together." That is it. Simple, direct, powerful. In that moment, you create a positive emotional imprint. Later, when she thinks about you, she will remember how it felt to be valued, desired, and understood at the same time. That feeling becomes linked to you. If you want to keep learning how to build attraction in a way that feels authentic and strong, subscribe and turn on notifications. Every week, I share insights designed to give you an edge, not through tricks, but through awareness and growth. You now have the tools. Use them wisely. Use them with integrity. And never forget, you do not need to be flawless. You just need to be genuine. I will see you next time.